Usually a black plastic-coated wire is just a boring accessory, like well, a shoelace for your TV. But in the world of high-end enterprise networking, the cable is the network. Welcome to today's deep dive.
Yeah, thanks. Today we are looking at a product listing from HDTVSupply, which is a vendor with 25 years in the AV industry.
Right, and our mission here is to answer a pretty steep $603 question. Basically, why does a single audio-video cable, the DVIGear DVI-2355-FOD Optical Plenum cable, cost as much as a brand new tablet?
Well, to understand that price tag, you really have to look past the black outer jacket. I mean, we need to examine the physical anatomy of what is actually moving inside that cable and exactly how it handles massive amounts of data.
Okay, so looking at the specs, they highlight an 8X LC connector design and 50125 micrometer multimode fiber.
Right.
So instead of pushing electricity through copper, which creates resistance and heat, this is firing pulses of light, right? Like an 8-lane superhighway built just to keep massive amounts of data from while sitting in traffic.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, heavy data over long distances makes copper struggle, so this cable uses hair-thin glass tubes instead.
Oh, wow. Hair-thin glass.
Yeah, and the 50 is the diameter of the glass core carrying the light, and the 125 is the outer cladding.
So the cladding is like a mirror, I guess.
You got it. It bounces the light back into the core so it doesn't escape. And multimode simply means the core is wide enough to carry multiple light pulses at different angles simultaneously.
Wait, so that 8X design means you essentially have, like, 8 distinct lasers firing down these tiny glass channels at the exact same time.
Precisely, which keeps the data separated and completely pristine. I mean, it operates with incredibly low signal loss.
Yeah, because it's light traveling through glass.
Yeah, exactly. The data arrives exactly as it was sent, without degrading.
But one of these cables is 55 meters long. I mean, that is roughly 180 feet.
It is a lot of cable, yeah.
If you're just plugging a monitor into a server, who actually needs that much slack?
Well, that massive length tells you exactly where this cable lives. It's not, sitting behind a desk.
Right. Nobody has a desk that big.
Exactly. A 180-foot optical cable is designed to snake through massive commercial infrastructure. We are talking about running from a server room up inside the walls and across the ceilings of giant facilities.
Wait, if it's snaking through the ceiling, it's sharing space with the building's air conditioning system, right?
Okay.
Doesn't putting a giant plastic wire in an air circulation vent create a massive fire hazard?
It does, and that brings us to the Plenum-rated CMP black jacket mentioned in the specs. That rating really justifies a big part of the cost.
Oh, so that's the safety feature.
Right. A plenum space is the area between the structural ceiling and the drop ceiling where your HVAC system circulates air.
Right, okay.
If a fire breaks out, a standard plastic cable jacket will burn rapidly and, pump highly toxic smoke straight into the air duct,
Distributing it throughout the entire building. Yikes. But if I'm an IT contractor trying to win a bid, my first instinct is probably just buy a $50 standard fiber cable and hide it up in the ceiling.
Yeah, a lot of people might think that way.
Right. Like, who is actually going to check up there to see if I use the $600 version?
Well, building inspectors, for one. But more importantly, taking that shortcut violates fire codes and is incredibly dangerous.
Because of the toxic smoke.
Right. A Plenum-rated CMP jacket is made of special fire-retardant materials, often Teflon-based. It actually self-extinguishes.
Oh, wow. So it won't fuel the fire at all.
Nope. Or release those lethal toxic fumes. In broadcast facilities, data centers, and enterprise networks, you simply cannot compromise safety in those air handling spaces.
Plus, I mean, these are mission-critical environments. You can't afford for the signal to drop during a live broadcast or a massive data transfer just because a cheap cable degraded.
Exactly. These professional settings require long-term durability, and because these DVIGear cables come factory terminated, they allow for incredibly quick, reliable deployment right out of the box.
Factory terminated, meaning like the delicate glass connectors are permanently fused at the factory, not spliced together by some technician standing on a ladder.
You got it. And the manufacturer backs that precision up with a 3-year warranty.
So the next time you are sitting in a massive sports bar or walking through a corporate office, enjoying completely flawless audio and video across dozens of screens, remember those heavy-duty, safety-rated optical fibers hiding in the ceiling, making it all possible.
Yeah, and it actually leaves you with a rather provocative thought to consider.
Oh, what's that?
Well, our modern digital world demands these strictly regulated, heavy-duty physical tethers to function smoothly. So how much of our supposedly wireless future will secretly remain chained to these highly specialized unseen cables?
Wow. That is definitely something to think about.